Hey everybody, happy Tuesday, G-Quaaxers. I hope you had a good week. I'm Buster Green, and here's Reaction Roundup to G-Quuux Episode 5, where things were not as spicy as Episode 4, but there were still some big takeaways. The main thing was Episode 5 left off with Machu being betrayed and angry at Nyan, and various people trying to lay out exactly what their relationship will be going forward, with many people in Japan speculating that this is the start of them becoming archenemies. We also had a few people mad that Nyan probably stretched out Machu's pilot suit when she wore it, considering how much taller she is compared to Machu, and you know how women get about their clothes. I did kind of miss this in my initial viewing of Episode 5, but it seems like Episode 5 had the secret theme about Tri-Stars breaking up. Literally, the Black Tri-Stars broke up because Mash left to be a scandalous mayor, but also the trinity of Shuji, Nyan, and Machu also had their own falling out because Machu is weirdly possessive of the Gundam and doesn't want anyone else to spend time with Shuji, although Machu being weirdly possessive of the Gundam seems to be a bit of a throwback to Amuro Ray doing the same thing around the middle of the original Gundam, which led to him eventually stealing it and running into Ramba Rao. Maybe Machu will also steal the Gundam and also run into Ramba Rao? That's up in the air. It's weird, even though the G-Quuux is doing kind of a Zeta Gundam alternate, it's also calling back to the original Gundam a lot harder in a lot of ways. So every time I see the shown draw better, it makes me a little sad inside. We have a few random people having some alternate discussions on Nyan's ironing jacket. I just think it's the laundry jacket she wears when she does her laundry, but some other people thought that it indicates that she's flat as a board, lol, or it's another Steph reference to Fooly Cooly, which had random irons everywhere. Some other funny reacts were all the girls and Shuji laying on the Gundam, which some people thought would make Char happy, if indeed Char's ghost is secretly trapped inside the Gundam. Then we got some minor reacts to the Black Tri-Stars coming back. Magari-san drew this funny art of them and Shiko driving away on a standard cartoon villain bike. We also have some people wondering what the heck happened to Matilda and Jan, if her death was a canon event or not, with some people now suddenly speculating that Anki from the Pomeranians is actually Matilda if she lost the war but lived on and became a criminal. That's actually an awesome crazy theory. Man, that would be really wild, but so far, none of these this person is actually this person theories have actually played out so far, so I'm not believing any of that. We also had some other takeaways from Episode 5 that a lot of people were celebrating the triple leg Tri-Stars Dom, a few people making their own kit bashes of it. I feel like this one gave the leg a little bit too many leg joints, and then some other people were also trying to one-up each other by making quadruple leg Doms. Dude, give it a rest. Anyway, by the way, one thing that seems to be playing out, as far as I know in G-Quuux, is they seem to be correcting an animation mistake of the original Gundam, if I'm understanding this correctly. Alright, so this is a long and crazy story, but everyone knows that Ramba Rao always piloted blue mobile suits, and the Black Tri-Stars always piloted black and purple mobile suits. But for some reason, when the Goof and the Dom were mass-produced, those mobile suits were still blue and purple respectively. Now, there's been a rumor and an argument over why this was over the years, that this was entirely due to an animation error in the original Gundam, and that these suits should still be mass-produced in the camouflage green, or in the Goof's case, gray, as they were in OFMS Team. And the only reason they retained the Ramba Rao and the Tri-Star colors into mass production was because of this big animation error. Now, supposedly G-Quuux won't be making this error, and that's why the Doms we saw previously were green. I thought that was just a Tokwon custom before, but I guess actually all the Rick Doms in the show are green, except for the Tri-Stars Doms. But I'm still massively curious what color the standard Goof is, and if we'll see the Goof at all, and yeah, that's an interesting development there. The last thing people were reacting to were some very low-level predictions about what's going to happen in the next episode, the plot to assassinate Kycillia. My favorite prediction is that the Gundam will just kill her before she even gets off her plane, and she'll have no screen time. The other big prediction is that since the Kycillia/Brabro is coming back into play, everyone is wondering if it has some new secret functionality or some new cool ability, with the top thought being that it links up with the Gundam, something that it actually did recently in the Gundam Thunderbolt manga already. The other suspicion is that it opens up like an egg and there's actually a smaller mobile suit inside of it, with most people popularly suspecting that the mobile suit inside would be the mobile suit variation Kycillia inside it. That would actually be really cool, and that would explain the name change. Also, thinking back to the 3,000 yen item on the model list, that's probably the Kycillia, unless it's the Big Zam. It is kind of interesting that we got that whole thing about Dozel mass-producing the Big Zam, and that hasn't really come back into play in any decent capacity yet. So maybe that's something they're saving for the end of the season. Lastly, wrapping up the reaction roundup, we still have people reacting to Shiko in Episode 4. Renda Jien painted this gorgeous painting of what they imagine was the moment that Shiko officially or technically died, or in any case, the moment she started walking towards the path of death, or whatever dark way you want to phrase it. Okay, that's the roundup. Let's get into episode 6, Gundam Fight, ready, go. Alright, so this episode starts immediately with Machu showing up at the Pomeranian base and gets surprisingly rewarded by the Pomeranians despite Nyan doing all the work in the last episode. So the Poms are almost now at the top of the clan battle ranking, and oh shit, here's Lieutenant Seamus. She showed up and she's relatively exactly the same as 0079. She's a nice looking lady. Now we suddenly get majorly into Gundam politics out of nowhere. Animime Electronics is name dropped, and Seamus has seemingly gone to California and gotten some wine, which she gives to Kycillia as a present after not seeing him since the war. Meanwhile, Xavier and Spy Guy are still on the train. Spy Guy is aware that Kycillia's mobile armor has arrived and thinks it's bad. We then get some interesting politics here that Giran and Kycillia are currently having a factional cold war between their two factions of Zeon, and it's getting spicy. Machu then goes back to check on Shuji, finds that Nyan is already there getting dressed and making him Chinese dumplings. Damn, Nyan's already acting like a housewife. Look at those good homemade dumplings. Now Nyan is kind of regretful for losing in the battle, but Shuji shows up and gives Nyan basic reassurance and says that the Gundam loves Nyan, and yeah, I bet all the people who call Shara Pedo are going to be on fire right now. Then, in the aftermath of episode 5, apparently Machu cursed out Nyan, who was just so happy she did a cool, good job, and Machu was screaming in her face and, oh my god, screw off Machu, now I hate you. Even Haru was trying to set the score straight that Nyan did a good thing for Machu's sake, but Machu is meanwhile too selfish to realize that, and she's doing handstands, and her mom says she has to go to a PTA meeting. So Machu's mom works at a mysterious office where she's a chief. I don't quite know what her deal is, but I kind of feel like maybe Machu's mom is going to die soon. Anyway, then Nyan gets another package from the smugglers who end up taking her to dinner. The smuggler asks for Nyan to help him pick out a package for a little girl, and then we stick on Nyan for a beat, who then goes back to her extremely poor, claustrophobic Japanese-style apartment, where she takes a bath in a tiny little Japanese bathtub. Damn, I'm really shocked they still haven't left Side 6. They've just been staying near the same show. Even I ended up in Side 6. We get a brief cameo by a construction gun tank, and Anki does something really random. She's apparently been lured out by Kycillia to this construction site. Okay, so my Anki is Matilda theory is immediately killed. She's apparently ex-Zeon, and she suddenly shows her crazy card by revealing she put a bomb on the Gundam, which is such a classic Zeon thing to do. I wonder if she's a disgraced Zeon. I wonder if she's in the same category as the Tri-Stars and Sima Garahao. I wonder if she's one of those type of people. Okay, so then things get mega weird. Anki drops that she's worried that this group called the 12 Olympians, who are backed by the Amala Kamala company, who at this moment are sending a giant air conditioner into the colony. Now the air conditioner seems to be a cover, and there's a weird girl wearing a dog muzzle piloting the ship. Then Kycillia also gets Anki to reveal that the Quuux is being piloted by a young lady, which makes Kycillia ask, do you mean both pilots? Which means either Kycillia is aware that Nyan piloted the Quuux against the Tri-Stars, even though Anki doesn't know that. She otherwise thinks he's talking about the Red Gundam's pilot, which she doesn't know about. So then we go to Machu's parent-teacher conference, which goes super bad. Machu kind of acts like a brat through the whole thing, and she and her mom just get into a fight that Machu wants to go to the ocean, and that's not a career, which is not the point of the meeting. Then Kycillia apparently knew where the Red Gundam's been this entire time, or maybe Anki just figured it out by stalking Machu. Machu figures out that Anki is about to sell the Red Gundam for money to Kycillia, and she also states that she plans to get rid of the G-Quuux, which of course Machu overhears, putting Machu down this insane path to do something insane. Also, Haru heard everything, so Haru's also involved. I'm surprised Haru's not just gonna spill the beans to everyone. Another guy in the office tells Machu to stop coming there to helping them because he knows it's about to get bad. Meanwhile, the Sodan crew is extremely concerned about the Amala Kamala group, who apparently is an ex-Federation Front-style group based out of Japan. Then we go back to this weird guy with this strange hairstyle. Who the hell is he? Oh my fucking god, it's Bascom! Oh my fuck, what the fuck, Bascom? Ah, fucking Bascom! Oh my fuck, oh my god, this guy's a cyber noob! Oh my fucking shit, it's Gates Kappa! It's Shades Casa from Zeta Gundam! Fucking great bound that guy! Oh my god, and this girl is Tutu Masamune! What the fuck, Shaiko Gundam is coming! Oh my fucking god, this Gundam! Oh my god, this episode! So it seems Tu Murasame is existentializing herself. and thinking that her body is the Psycho Gundam. Meanwhile, Machu goes into action trying to get Nyan to help Shuji so they can get him away from, like, I guess the clan battle in Kycillia. While at the same time, Xavier seems to be closing in on by the Side 6 local police who want to kill Xavier to, like, send a message to Zeon and, like, make a big point about neutrality. But in a shocking twist, Kycillia jumps off a building with a goddamn jetpack and fucking snipers them both to death. We then find out that Xavier is actually a double agent in Zeon, who's, during the infighting, he's supposed to side with Kycillia if it turns out that Kycillia Bull is siding with Giran. And yeah, that's the big drama there. Okay, holy fuck. Oh my god, the series is like boiling hot now. So the next episode, we got the Psycho Gundam already attacking the colony. Now, this looks like a Psycho Gundam we've never seen before. It's purple like the Psycho Gundam Mark II, but it's also like a Psycho Gundam that didn't get like fully baked. It's like a rushed out prototype Psycho Gundam. Cool. Okay, wow. So it looks like what we're dealing here is we don't have a reality where Boss Gome became the leader of the Titans. We have a reality where he lost the war, but still used the resources he had and the status he had in the Federation, like, government to, like, throw down and possibly just create this one Psycho Gundam and a handful of, like, other things. Overall, it's fucking insane. I really didn't think we were going to get into Zeta drama this early, if at all, and wow, what a fantastic halfway show treat. God damn, I don't think I've been this hyped for years. Like, what the hell do the Titans even have to gain by participating in clan battle? Were they just doing it for the money? Were they just doing it to test their mobile suits? Also, holy fuck, the Titans are back? Wow, I didn't even process it, but yeah, 12 Olympians is Titans. Wow, holy fuck, the Titans are back. I guess they're trying to assassinate Kycillia. We're also getting a big Psycho Gundam attack in the next episode, so maybe Psycho Gundam versus Kikoroga is on the table. Wow, it's so Kira. I'm like feeling it. I'm feeling the freedom. Holy fuck, I can die happy now. Oh no, am I going to die? All right, talk to you next time. Later.